Yeah, I know. It's interesting. Let's see. Well, I'm a little out of practice, but...
Welcome back.
Thanks. It's good to be back. Welcome back yourself.
Oh, my gosh, right? I was going to ask if you watched it. Did you watch it last Friday?
I did watch it last Friday.
He did pretty good.
Yeah, it was good to have those guys on.
Yeah.
It's good. I like that. And they're doing a great job, I think, of starting to get the word out there about their daily specials. I'm probably going to swing by there today. I don't remember what their daily special was because I've sort of slept since then.
And traveled all across the world.
Yeah, a little bit. But it looked good. And I thought, hey, that would be something that I could go and throw on the grill or the smoker and have dinner for a while.
I would think that you deserve, just getting back from your trip, to like eat some dinner out. Well, I don't know, because you've been eating dinner out.
We've been eating dinner out.
That's true. So you might want a home cooked meal.
And we really want like a big slab of beef, because that's a little hard. Actually, beef is not as hard to come by, of course, as is pork.
Okay.
Because you can't get pork over there at
So
all.
you ate a lot of lamb.
There was lamb involved, a lot of lamb, a lot of beef, chicken. Eat a lot of chicken.
Oh, okay.
There too. So like the sausage, breakfast sausage was chicken.
Okay.
But now this was really cool. When they do hotel breakfasts in Dubai, it's a little different than when they do hotel breakfasts around here.
They don't have biscuits and gravy?
They do not have biscuits and gravy, but
or eggs or bacon or something?
But they've got
I guess
like,
they don't have bacon.
Basically, you do that here and you get like, here's a steamer pan with some crappy eggs and some blah, 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 and there's a little cereal.
The waffles, they have waffles. Do they have waffles?
Yeah. So, no, but they've got an omelet station. There's a dude making omelets.
Okay.
And you've got sausage and bacon and fresh fruit and fresh baked pastries and waffles.
Okay.
And there's lots of food from international that's available. So you've got some noodles sometimes and some rice, porridge.
And I would imagine that the hotels probably cater to the Americans.
Well,
Not really?
Not really, because it's such an international city. There's people literally from all over the world.
True, very true.
And so lots of European there, lots of obviously Middle Eastern there, Africa. We met a lot of people from Egypt. Didn't meet a lot of people from East Asia, China, Vietnam, Thailand, that part of the world, where we were used to going and seeing a lot of that. But a lot of European, a lot of obviously Middle Eastern, Indian. Met a couple folks from Nepal.
Wow.
So yeah.
Did you exchange contacts or anything? Let's follow each other on Facebook or something?
Yeah, actually, there's probably 3 or 4 people.
Good.
A kid from Germany I met on the plane. There's a guy, actually I'm really interested in talking to him. He runs a little local broadcast TV station in Brazil. Oh. So I'm like, hey, you do that? Like, yeah, we got it. So we were kind of comparing notes, cool. and we've been talking back and forth on. I follow him on Instagram. He's following me, and so we're talking back and forth.
Oh, that's cool. I don't think I even follow you on Instagram.
Do you not?
Can you believe that?
I can't believe that.
Oh,
it's
my
terrible.
goodness. After a year of knowing you.
Hi, Beth. How you doing? Good to see you.
Good morning.
And then I have a WhatsApp conversation going on with my spice dealer from Iran.
Spice dealer.
Yeah. Seriously, we bought some saffron from him.
Awesome.
And bought some baharat.
Wow.
Which is Arabian 7-spice blend, and this black tea. I'll have to probably bring you a little bit of this black tea. You like tea?
I can drink tea.
You're not a tea drinker.
I don't drink it every day.
You're a coffee drinker.
No, I don't drink coffee either. I drink water.
Okay. I have some saffron coffee that I'm going to probably trot around.
Is it strong? Is it like black coffee?
I haven't had this. It's a very different coffee. It actually comes out yellowish. So I've been told. I haven't drank any of it yet. But I did find that you can get good coffee over there. They've got the little Nescafe machine, and if you put a regular coffee cup in there and hit double espresso 4 times, you get a pretty decent cup of coffee out of that thing. Yeah,
that's good to know.
So that was fun.
Well, good. Yeah, and it looks like. Did you go up in the high? What is that? The really high tower?
The Burj Khalifa. Yeah, we did. Now we didn't go all the way to the top. So to go all the way to the top, it was like $200 a person.
Oh my!
And I'm not sure that was even all the way to the top.
Holy cow!
So we went up to.
It looked like you were high enough.
We went to the 124th floor, which is taller than really any other building there or almost anywhere
worldwide. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Now it wasn't windy, was it? Because that would always terrify. I mean, if you're up in the high tower.
Well, you're enclosed. You're inside.
Still, though, I'm saying though, you don't think the building might sway?
Oh, I'm sure it's swaying. I couldn't feel it. If it was
that would make me
swaying,
so nervous.
I really couldn't feel it. But yeah, I might be able to show a picture.
So did you just like go up there and stay for a minute and then come right back down?
Actually, we were up there for probably half hour or so. We were just kind of hanging around
really?
up there. Yeah, they had a little coffee, drink, snack shop. They had a souvenir shop. And the whole way around, I mean, it's a huge building. Even up that high, there's still a ton of room, and it's all glassed in. And so
well, it looks like it kind of like goes to a point.
It gets a little pointier. Yeah, the farther you go up.
Now, I can't imagine that the circulation would be very good up there. I feel like you'd get stuffy. That's why I'd be like,
well, no, actually, so the windows on that level went up so high, and then there were gaps, so you could actually but very small. I mean, you couldn't fit through it or anything.
I mean, but still, though, gosh, that makes me nervous.
There was wind coming through. It was great.
Wow.
No,
well, that's pretty cool, though.
It was really fun.
Do you think that's the highest up you've ever been?
No, I think the airplane was probably a little higher.
Okay. I didn't even think about that.
See, I'm jet lagged, and I still got it.
That's pretty impressive. I know, and you haven't even had your IV yet.
I haven't. I'm gonna go see Dr. Shauna at Nourished right after this at 9:00 and get my jet lag recovery IV.
So what time did you get in last night?
We landed in Springfield probably about 8:20ish.
Okay.
We really got in about a half hour earlier than our flight was supposed to from Denver. And then my wife lost a bag, so she has a bag that was last we checked was still in Denver, as did a couple other folks in our
Well, at least
party.
It was on the way back.
Yeah. It's on the way back. And so if I lose a bag on the way back, I lose almost everything I pack because my carry-on when I'm coming home is light, super light.
When you're coming home, it is? Okay.
Yeah, because when I'm going over there, if I lose my main bag, I want to make sure I got a couple days worth of underwear and socks and toiletries and all that stuff.
I can tell you've traveled. I would not think about that.
We've traveled a bit, and so that goes in the carry-on, and then all your regular clothes and all that stuff goes in my checked bag, and so they're kind of balanced going over a little bit. That's a good idea. But
so
on
what
the way
did you
back,
do? Just throw away all your stuff that was in your carry-on whenever you're over there?
No, it's...
Oh, you put it back in your check. Oh, okay, you put it in your check bag.
You pack all that in the check. So the checked bag coming home is a lot heavier than it is going over there, because I just don't, I'll carry it to go.
Well, and I was thinking of like souvenirs. Packing all your souvenirs and stuff.
Yeah,
if you even have enough room.
We've gotten a little bit out of the souvenir deal. I grabbed a T-shirt. I should have wore it. I haven't unpacked yet, really. So.
Well, I would imagine not. Home that way.
But no, I bought a T-shirt from the Expo 2020.
Okay.
But we're not huge on souvenirs.
Yeah.
Really. We like more taking the pictures and.
For sure.
I just like making sure I'm checked in at Facebook everywhere I can. Just so because it's kind of cool. There's actually every once will pop up. Facebook will show you this is where you've been.
That's
you can
cool.
go, oh wow, it's been a lot.
I mean, that'll be really cool to look back on. To have it on your timeline.
Yeah, I think it will. Thanks, Lauren. Yeah, we see stuff that comes back when we've been on, like when we've been to China and stuff. It'll pop up. This time last year, your time hop stuff. And you're like, oh, that was fun.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Hey, thanks, Morgan. Yeah, if I can stay awake, I may come and see you today. Grab that Friday.
Maybe don't count on it.
Grab that Friday package from Mountain Valley Mountain. I'm always getting that wrong.
I know.
Valley Mountain.
Valley Mountain.
Yeah, Valley Mountain.
Okay, that's right. I know because I said it wrong to Phil the other day. I was like, "Oh yeah, you did such a good job with Valley Mountain." I couldn't remember.
Valley Mountain.
But anyways, yeah. So welcome back.
Thank you.
So how was the weather over there? Because it's freezing.
It was hot.
So
it wasn't
like 90.
Yeah, right at 90. It would top out at 90 most days. And we weren't really sure culturally how we should dress.
Right.
And
yeah, Yeah, you don't want to walk around in shorts.
And so, I wore kind of a ratty pair of jeans today because the rest of them are for the wash. But
Right.
I wore long pants the whole time. Oh no. Morgan says everyone does that, but Shauna's like, "Oh, you'll be wide awake very soon." I'm afraid now what she's going to do to me.
Hey, that'll be so good though. That way you don't have to feel sluggish all day.
It will be good because there's a lot I got to get done today.
Yeah.
Now that we're back in town, but no, we weren't real sure how to dress, and so I had all long pants. I had no shorts. I didn't pack any shorts, and all my shirts actually I packed were long sleeves too.
But they seemed like light. Kind of
They
lighter.
were, yeah. Most of them were lighter shirts,
Okay.
so that wasn't too bad. But I didn't really want my. Can't get that.
Oh, you can't get it in there. Your tattoo.
Yeah, I didn't want that hanging out too
Very
much while
true.
I was over there.
Well,
although it was once we got there, we're like, forget about it.
Really?
Yeah, it was.
Nothing.
You had your very traditional Emirati folks, and the men are wearing full white robes, and the women are in full black with just their eyes showing.
Wow.
And so that's one thing. But as far as like getting in trouble for being immodest, no.
Really?
No.
Oh, wow.
I can't. From what I saw, I can't fathom that that's even an issue in Dubai.
Wow.
Because there were certainly plenty of young women that weren't worried about it.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
Well, now, were you uncomfortable being in long pants and long sleeves as far as temperature goes? Like, were you hot? Like, overheated?
It was hot. Don't get me wrong. But from 20 years of wearing a suit every day to work
yeah.
and walking in and out of courthouses in August,
Yeah.
I sort of have a little bit of
Built up a tolerance?
regulator that I'm okay.
Yeah.
And most of the time we were at the expo. We were at the
Okay.
World Expo 2020, which got delayed to 2021. That's why
Oh, no
everybody's
way.
like, why is it called 2020? Well, they were going to do it last year, but they decided not to.
Wow, I'm so out of it. It didn't even register with me. I was like, oh yeah, that sounds normal. 2020.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, and I mean, 2020 can mean a lot of different things, but that was the whole thing there. And most of it is canopied. And so even the big walkways where you're walking between the pavilions is canopied.
Oh, nice.
And all of that stuff. So I was going to do something there, and I forgot. I got
Oh yeah, you
distracted.
were going to share something.
Oh, I was going to see if I could find a picture of the Burj Khalifa where we were up really high.
Now, and did you bring home some inspiration for cooking that you're going to pass along to chef?
I brought home some baccarat,
Right.
but that's for me because I only bought like an ounce of that. That's an Arabian 7 spice blend, but I bought a fair amount of saffron.
Wow.
So saffron can go for $3,000 to $5,000 a pound.
Are you serious?
Yeah, if it's the good stuff.
Wow, I had no
And
idea.
you've imported it here, but I was able to negotiate with my Iranian
Look at you going
spice
over there
dealers.
negotiating.
And we got some pretty good saffron. I've got like, how much did I think I got? He was selling it by the gram.
Oh my goodness.
And he was wanting for this stuff, which doesn't have any yellow in it. It's all red. He was wanting 10 dirham a gram, and so that's like $3-4 a gram
Oh my goodness.
for this stuff.
I don't know anything about this. This
Yeah.
is like a whole new world.
Yeah, so saffron, it's the most expensive spice in the world, and so we ended up with about 12 ounces of it, I think,
Oh my goodness.
by the time we got done.
So whenever you cook with it, you use like a little bit of
Yeah, just very little bit of it.
So it'll last you a while.
Yeah, it'll last me quite a bit, but I'm gonna share the wealth on that just a little bit. So
Okay,
we'll
that'd
see
be
about
good.
that. But Burj Khalifa, let's see if I can get that over there to the.
I enjoyed watching all your pictures and all, as you guys went along. That was a lot of fun.
And a lot of people that are watching the show maybe have already seen all these things too, so this may not be too big a deal. But
But just in case.
here's a picture of me on the ground. Well, that doesn't show very good.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh,
But
wow.
it
Look
keeps-
at that.
and,
Okay, so which part? So you kind of went like,
I think we were about here.
okay, that's pretty high
I
up
think
there.
we were about right there.
Now, how long did it take you? No, it went pretty fast. The elevator went pretty fast. didn't
Oh
it?
yeah. Let me see if I can.
I was
show
gonna
you.
say I think I saw a video of you that you posted.
Well,
that.
yeah, and it was so they had projected on the door of the elevator as you were waiting, like what normally it has a little number up top tells you what floor
Yes.
it's on. This was a little video that was showing the. Let me see if I can get that over there.
Which is so cool.
It was really cool. See if this will go.
And it seemed like it went really fast. Like it just like shot you up there.
It did, and here's here's what surprised me. I mean, I was ready for the G-force, like we're going up and then coming back down like it's going to like drop right out.
Yeah, you're going to like get your feet off the ground.
It really didn't. Oh, it's trying to convert the video. This is going to take forever, so never mind about that one.
Well, you'll just have to go to your Facebook page. Or people when you go to your Facebook page.
Follow on my Facebook page. But a shot from up high. Here's one of Shelby and I look totally out of it in this one, so forgive.
Totally out of it? Were you tired over there?
A little bit. So forgive the facial expression here.
Okay, so tell me about the time difference. Like, what time is it right there?
Right now, it would be 6 p.m. Friday.
Holy moly. So you gained time coming back.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
that's kind of nice, but I guess you lost it whenever you got over there, and then you got it back whenever you came back home. But you can tell I don't travel a whole lot.
There's another picture.
I'm not used to time zones. See, that's just scary. You know, that's just not necessary.
Yeah.
And you hung out there for an hour? Are you nuts?
Yeah, we were just hanging out there for about an hour. But.
Wow. Now, was there a lot of other people up there with you?
Oh yeah, tons. And so.
Oh my goodness. I'm just thinking like claustrophobia would be setting in about right now, and I'd be like, okay, I'm done. Let's go back down now.
I almost clicked the wrong button and ended our broadcast right there.
Oh, that would have not been good.
Because I'm not totally all the way, but no, it was super fun. So,
good. Well, I'm glad to have you back, and I'm sure you're not glad. I mean, glad to be back in the ice, winter wonderland we got going on here.
No, it's fine. Did it snow while we were gone?
No, it did not. I'm just saying it's freezing. No,
but
it could snow.
I actually thought it did.
No,
I thought I heard somebody mention it, and then I looked at our security cameras at home, but it was at night, and so I thought it looked like it. So I thought maybe we got a dusting. And
no, I feel like today was the first day I woke up where it was like there was like frost on the grass.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But it's been cold.
No, it feels good. What I enjoy most about international travel is first of all, meeting people is really interesting. It's really interesting. And then the food. I mean, I just eat
of
the food.
Course,
but,
yeah.
That Expo 2020. First of all, I would say this: it's not as expensive to get over there and do all this as you think it would be.
Oh, that's good.
And so if you just
that's your first time to Dubai, right?
Yeah, I'd never been to the Middle East before. We'd flown to China before, but when we went to Paris, that was really expensive.
Oh, I bet.
The airfare is back to being kind of normal. It wasn't too bad. But our hotel there was we had a king suite. It was probably $100 a night.
Wow.
So that wasn't bad.
That's a steal.
We got a Metro card, an unlimited Metro card, so we could ride the Metro all over Dubai for free. So if you don't mind walking a little bit.
Yeah.
Other than that, you can Uber. I have an Apple card, which is the Apple's credit card, and it's on my watch. And Apple paid everywhere in Dubai.
Nice.
Everywhere in Dubai. And it just popped, and there's no foreign transaction fees on the card. So it's just like being at home, just like boom, boom, and just buy it and whatever you want. It's no big deal. I used my student ID.
Okay.
And I got into the expo for free.
Really?
Yep. So that didn't cost me anything. And then, food around there was, I bought one time we went to a place called Uncle T's, and there was about 7 of us, and we all had sandwiches and I don't even remember what we had, and something to drink and all that stuff. And it was a sit down place. I paid, it was like $60.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So it's, it's not, doesn't have to be expensive. I mean, you can spend $15,000 a night in a hotel room there, just like you can here if you really want to. But if you just wanted to take a trip and go to Dubai and see what's happening at the expo, you could do that. And it really is not that expensive. One of the interesting stories, and I know I'm probably plowing right through all this today.
I didn't have anything else on our agenda today. So
no games today?
No games today.
So all the countries, they build these pavilions, and some of them have invested different amounts of money in what they're going to do. And clearly the USA pavilion was sponsored by Elon Musk because there's a huge rocket out in front that says SpaceX on it.
Oh my gosh.
So it was his. And our pavilion was fine. It was okay. It was really funny. I can't remember the guy I was talking to. I can't remember where he was from, but we were talking about the USA Pavilion. He said, he says it was very American. I'm like, yeah, was it the moving belt? So like you didn't have to walk?
Right.
Really. So the only thing better would be is if like you came in, you sat down in a big, like lazy boy chair, and you had like a cheeseburger and a big gulp, and you just like ride through the exhibit.
Yes.
But it was a ride through, but it was not. It was fine. The USA exhibit they did okay, but Germany nailed it. It was so cool.
Oh, wow.
They had all this stuff about sustainability and the big thing with like any type of sustainable power isn't generating it. We're pretty good at generating it.
Yeah.
But storing it is a problem.
Okay.
And so they had all these really interesting ways they were storing energy and all that stuff. We went to the Iran Pavilion.
Wow.
And one of the interesting things with the Iran Pavilion is we would always talk to the folks there. And there's this girl there, and like, oh, where are you from? She's like, oh, I'm from Iran. I'm like, really? Yeah. And she's like, where are you from? I'm like, we're from the U.S. She's like, really? So we're talking to her. Some people in our party were talking to her. I wasn't involved in this conversation. But she said, we've been open for 6 weeks. I'm like, yeah. She's like, you're the first Americans that have come to our pavilion.
Really?
Yeah. And she said, do you all just like hate us?
Oh, yeah, I hate that.
We're like, no.
Right.
We're a little afraid of you, maybe.
Yeah.
Feelings probably mutual.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you can tell, and I don't want to be so myopic that I don't understand these things. I know as Americans we get our propaganda as well. We know
yes,
that. And
absolutely.
We, I think, have the benefit of getting propaganda from a lot of different sources and,
yes.
and to maybe have a better chance at getting at the truth. But I think that you look at places like that, they really don't get quite the opportunity. And it was interesting is when we toured it is that we're reading kind of their entryway. Some of them are all video, some of them are all print, some of them are a good blend. But they'd said one of the lines of this was, most of what you've heard about Iran is not true.
Really?
And they just come in and just like, this is not who we are. We're
Wow.
not these crazy,
Right.
terrorist supporting states. And we're like, are you sure about that?
Right.
I kind of think you are.
Yeah.
But maybe that's just me. But I'm just, but it's like anything else. I'm sure the people are great.
Right.
Wherever you go,
right.
I think people are the great. People are the same all over the world. You get, political conflict in leaders and or religious conflict in leaders, and you've got a problem.
Absolutely.
But people are generally pretty awesome
I
wherever you
agree.
go.
Yes.
And we found that to be true in China. And
I love that.
and all that stuff. So
yeah, I love that.
cool people. Let me think. The Israel Pavilion was awesome. It was really well done. I'm trying to think about everything that I saw.
You probably saw a lot. My
I
goodness.
did.
You were there for what, 7 days, you think? Or?
No, it was Friday night there when we arrived. And so we were there Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and we left Thursday morning at 2 a.m. their time.
Okay.
So that would have been 4 in the afternoon Thursday here.
Okay.
And we got back 8 p.m. here.
Okay.
So that's the weird time thing.
Yeah, that's so weird.
Yeah, that's the weird time thing. But we were actually traveling for 36 hours.
That's insane.
Oh, it's brutal.
Oh
yeah,
my goodness.
It's pretty brutal.
I don't know how you're here today, but I mean, once you get that IV, you'll be back to normal.
Yeah. We actually got home, went to bed, slept last night. Slept till about 4 this morning, and then I was up for a while.
Really?
Yeah, then I was up.
But I mean, I guess if the time difference and everything,
well,
it's
when you're basically mostly awake for 36 hours, it doesn't really matter what time it is.
Right.
You can go to sleep.
Yeah, exactly.
And I have a picture of me
almost
sleeping straight like this, sitting in a chair in the Frankfurt airport that will demonstrate that, I can sleep about anywhere if I'm tired enough. So
did you take your cane on the airplane like
I
you
did
said
not. I did not.
Oh,
I was weapons free the entire time.
Wow. So all you had was your black belt then?
All I had was the skills,
Your
training we've
Yes.
learned. But it was, like I said, it feels like a very safe city.
Okay, good. Gosh, it's sad that I was more worried about the airplane and people being on there acting a fool than actually going, actually traveling to your
Well, and I think
destination.
that's probably legit. We didn't see a lot of that. I would say when we were boarding in Frankfurt to come to our flight to Denver, people were just, if you haven't traveled a lot, you probably don't know, but normally, and every airline's different, but you've got, hey, this is group one's boarding, and this is like, you're flying first class, or you've got mileage status.
Yeah.
You're elite.
Right.
You don't.
Were you a part of that group?
No. Group 2 is people that otherwise have some juice. Now, I used to fly a Group 2 because I'm a United Miles member and I had silver status because I flew enough and had a United Plus credit card that I was running all the business expenses through, so I had a lot of points.
Nice.
So I could fly Group 2 most of the time, which is pretty sweet.
Yeah.
So not this trip, but we were in Group 3 most of the time because we had paid for upgrades on the longer flights, which, by the way, if you've ever we flew a 787 back from Frankfurt to Denver, It's Premier Plus. It is awesome. It's
wow.
it's not business class, so you don't get to lay flat, but these seats are wider, they're cushier, and they have a footrest that kicks out. So you can really kind of...
So you slept then for sure.
I slept pretty good on that one.
I was going to say, I would have just conked out. Yeah.
But so group 3, and then you've got like group 4, group 5, and all that. Well,
wow.
At this one in Frankfurt, it was like everybody just kind of mobbed the gate. And I mean, the gate agent lady, I felt really bad because she's like, you guys need to move. I've got to load these people first. And that's... And
like, why do people do that?
I don't know.
It's so irritating.
Well, it's there's a lot of reasons why people might do something like that. But anyway.
See, again, I don't travel much, so I don't know anything about anything. But
well,
I'm a rule follower, so I'm like, oh, it's not my turn yet.
Well,
I'm my turn.
I like to say I'm a rule follower, but the fact is I follow rules that make sense.
Okay.
And if the rule doesn't make sense, I'm pretty willing to just ignore it.
That doesn't sound like you at all.
I know. Speaking of, this is the longest I've gone without a mask. I don't know in a week. Oh my God.
I was going to ask how that was. Yeah. Oh, it was terrible.
Oh, it was terrible.
Like in the airports and everything, right? But even over there, you had to wear a mask?
Yeah, if you were outside, if you were anywhere, they wanted you in a mask.
Well, because I didn't see any picture. Oh, but you had the one where you can just pull it up. What's that called? A gator?
A gator. Yeah. But like and that's what I wore all the time. Now on the plane, they want you in at least a medical mask.
Wow.
So they didn't like my gator for fly, but I had some backups, and so I.
Well, and those are hard to breathe in, and they're really uncomfortable.
The N95s are very hard to breathe through. I thought. Now just the regular medical mask, and I don't know if it's I've got a beard, and that creates a little extra space to breathe. I didn't find those to be too bad. They're just uncomfortable. They pull in your ears.
Yeah.
But it's just I don't know. It's,
wow.
That's the only place that I think we've ever been where I actually saw people going, "Hey, you need to put a mask on."
Really?
If somebody wasn't wearing a mask. And, for the most part, we kind of did. But when it didn't make sense, like if we were at the expo and we're walking around outside and there's nobody else around, it's coming down.
Yeah. I would do the same thing. Even though I'm a rule follower, I would do the same thing. If if you're not around anybody.
Yeah, I would say everybody was, the airport stuff was all super nice. Everybody's really, really good. The airline staff were really good. I think it was really funny. Swiss was great. They were super friendly. And actually, it was the United staff, the American staff on the United flight from Frankfurt to Denver that were a little rude, I would say.
Really?
Yep. And it wasn't so much that they were just rude. They were just sort of brusque. And so maybe they're just tired.
Yeah.
And I get that.
Yeah.
But
and they put up with a lot.
Sure.
From all the passengers and everything.
We did go to the Eye of Dubai.
Oh.
So that's like, I don't know, it's a super big Ferris wheel.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. You did write
And
that.
there's a time-lapse video out there on my profile if you want to check that out.
I don't know that I saw that one. Yeah. I think your wife had taken a picture of it in the background.
Yes.
But I don't think I actually saw on it.
Yeah, there were some pictures of us in the background, and then I took my phone and I put it on time-lapse and set it in the window as we went up, and then I moved it as it went over the top, and then I moved it as we went down. And it's time-lapse, so the whole 36-minute trip is in about a minute and a half.
Wow, cool.
And you can watch it go around.
Okay, I'm going to have to watch that.
And then we did a desert adventure.
Okay, and you got to ride camels.
Got to ride a camel.
Yes.
Yep.
Was that cool?
It's a camel.
I mean, yeah, there's not much to it. I bet it stunk. Did it stink?
It did not stink.
Oh,
I did not. We did not notice any foul aroma.
Did they spit? Is that what it is?
They had little caps over their mouths.
Stop.
No, I'm not kidding.
Did they really?
Yeah, look at the pictures.
Oh my goodness.
I'm serious.
Why did they though?
So they wouldn't spit.
Oh, okay. I guess that's true. I didn't know if they really did spit or not, or if that was just like a myth or whatever.
And then they put us on. So one of the guys we went with, he bought a package, and then we all paid for our share of this desert adventure package. And
that's really cool.
For city folks, I'm sure it was great. And for us, we're like, okay, yeah, this is cool, but it's like we can kind of. It's like, oh, you get to ride a 4-wheeler in the sand. I've ridden a 4-wheeler.
Right, right.
So we tootled out in the desert in the 4-wheeler and all that stuff, and then they put us in a 4-wheel drive like Land Cruiser, and we went busting through sand dunes and stuff.
Cool.
And I've got a video of that. And
I mean, that's pretty cool though. And to say you've done it in Dubai is pretty cool.
I just like a checked-in desert.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was fun.
Well, cool.
Good time. So what happened while I was gone?
Absolutely nothing.
Absolutely not. I can't believe that's true.
No. Everyone's gearing up for Christmas, I think, and Thanksgiving's next week. And
so we're going to take next Friday off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. I wasn't sure about that. My sister's in town, so that'll be good.
Okay, good. Yep. Yeah, we'll take next Friday off, and then we're back the week after that.
I was going to ask who our next guest was going to be.
I don't know.
We got to line it up.
We do. We still got to line that up.
Okay.
We'll figure that out.
But yeah,
we'll have another guest on here. It'll be fun.
Okay, cool beans.
All right, thanks for watching, everybody. We'll be back.
And have a happy Thanksgiving. I guess we won't see you.
I'm gonna go get an IV and go to bed.
Yeah, you'll be awake after that.